Hello, ladies and gentlemen, swivel heads all. This is Greg Ellis from Green Greg's coming to you on the 15th of October, 21. The very Ides of October, time on deck, 2300 hours Central Daylight Time on the dot. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. It is kind of late, and as you might know, I'm fried by this time in the week, getting no sleep all week long. That's why I call it Fried Fridays, Green Greg's and ham. You know, so hey, got to have a little humor. Throwing a little Zeus, throw a little Zeus into the hoose. But you know what? You know, we like to have a little humor and have a little fun from time to time. But also, guys, we're in serious times. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to think about, and we got to consider where we're at, what's coming at us, and we're being challenged from every direction you imagine. And I've talked about things like potential war with China, war with Russia. Chances are it would be both if we have that. Chances are, because they're forming an alliance, guys, and we've been dealing like we're just dealing with one all along, or the other, and we're probably going to have to deal with both. That's not a good thing. I'm going to have a guest on this channel next week, Thursday. It's going to be Wednesday. I have to go back and check my calendar. David Pine is going to be talking about the situation. It's a lot graver than you might think in that area. We're also going to talk about the economy a little bit here. So I'm not going to go greatly into that detail on the thing with China. But, I talk about all these things. But, it's a proposition of my channel, help you survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive. And, we're all swivel heads here because we keep eyes wide open and head on swivel. So what's coming at us, and I try to help you guys get that kind of information. So I got some people in the room tonight. And if you've never watched some of my live sessions, we're mostly about just being a family here, just chatting with each other. I heard a couple people, why don't you put a 3-hour video on it? Because people come and go. And like I said, this is mainly a chance for my viewers to chat with each other and chat with me and ask me pretty much anything under the sun. I cover a wide range of topics. So sometimes it gets interesting. I mean, this started to be an urban farming channel, and it morphed into a prepping channel. But our live sessions, there's no telling where we're going. Now I got a space channel too. I'll show you a little bit about that one tonight. There's a video I just recently posted on both channels. So let's see here. Charles Stanberry's in the house, and good evening. Catherine Sigurdsson says hello. The Watchman. Hi, Greg. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. Yeah, all right. This is a family channel, first and foremost. No wordy dirts, please. And respect to the other people in the chat. And if you break those rules and start talking wordy dirts or not respecting other people in the chat room, my mods are going to take you out. They waste very little time about that. And, I might take you out myself. So please be nice. Play nice. This is a family channel here on Green Greg's. The other channels are not so family oriented, but I do have a follower. He's probably no longer a minor now, but I've had a follower for quite a few years. It's been actually a minor, but very enterprising young man. Cody Prock. I don't know if I hadn't seen him in a while. He's doing well. So Arnold, how you doing? And the Watchman says, an arrow where they buy before they have even created or have it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to read certain words, guys, because there's certain things we just can't talk about because of the rules of the platform, okay? But the first thing that's going to happen when I post this video, it'll be automatically demonetized because we'll be afraid we said something. I'll have to put it up for review. And then they'll go, oh, okay, some couple hours after those people watch it and want to watch it. So, that's why a lot of times some of the videos I would do is a live session. I don't, just because it would hurt your performance too much. Let's see here. Kenny Crowder says, hello, Greg. Hope you're doing well. Just watching your asteroid vid here. And here you are loved your way. Okay. Well, I try to express love here. North Shore Preparedness, even Mr. Greg's and all. Halo. All. Well, thank you. Thank you. How's Ed doing? I see Prepper Nurse One Ed is getting his West Virginia place started up. And I think that's great. And I can't wait till I get started some stuff out in Arizona. So that's going to be quite interesting. And Arnold Smith says 12 is his check-in number. That means that's probably, he was number 12 on the like button there, guys. All right, we got 24 in the room and only 14 likes. So help me out. I really do need help because Al Gore has no rhythms. AC says, hi, Greg. Good to see you. Okay. I try to keep up more with the chat than a lot of other channels. It's probably easier for me to do since we don't have a ton of people in the room, especially right now. Economy. There's still some prospect, albeit maybe remote, that with the political tensions being what they are between the two parties, the Democrat Party proposing things that the Republican Party just couldn't accept, there's a possibility that the debt ceiling won't be lifted. And that could cause the United States to go in default on loans, which could cause a lot of ramifications. One, it could mean crazy inflation and our dollar being basically worthless. But that may happen anyway, just because we've been spending so much money and the revenue base had dropped so much for so long that we really increased our debt a lot. Had we been a nation that, you know, just existed in ourselves here and our own money was just our national money, we would be in a Weimar Republic right now. What saved us from that is having our dollar is the world reserve currency. Basically, the whole world is trading the US dollar. And so many dollars out there that what we do here does not affect the total money supply as much as it would in other nations. So this gave us a lot of breathing room to expand government spending, to do this, to do that, to do this. But you can't do it for, you know, infinitely. Sooner or later, the cows are going to come home. The roosters got to go roost. You got to reckon with what you've done. You got to pay the piper eventually, and especially as we ratchet this stuff up. So there's a possibility that this could wreck the economy. But the biggest thing is standing to wreck our economy right now. There really is a couple things. It's based on labor shortage, just people not available to work or wanting to work. We have our whole logistics chain is breaking down. We're having massive, you know, everybody's seen that the stuff at the ports where all these ships are out to sea. A lot of the crews on these ships aren't getting paid anymore. I mean, shipping a shipping container went from $2,000 up to $20,000, and now they spend all this money getting the stuff over here, and they got these crews sitting on these boats forever. A lot of them aren't getting paid. A lot of them are stranded, and they don't have food and water. A lot of guys on these boats are in dire straits. They need a rescue. So this is causing humane problems. I mean, this is causing this backup at the ports. So now they're claiming they're going to have the ports running 24/7, but you got to hire people to do it. And it's not just the ports; it's the transportation, it's the trucking. We still got to carry the stuff across country. So, you know, we're seeing store shelves bare everywhere. I did a video back, you know, several weeks ago. I said, guys, it's not the farming that's causing the food prices to go up. You know, we got adequate crops in the United States. It's we do have more demand from China, but still we've got adequate crops in the United States to cover basic food staples. Now you may not have all the fruits and nuts that you might have had out of the West Coast because they've had such a drought, but overall the food supply in the United States is still good. The problem isn't the supply side, it's the getting it to you side. It's the getting it processed side. It's the getting it made into something that you can eat and put on your store shelf. There's the problem. And it ain't happening. Factories are breaking down. Stuff's not getting here. A lot of our stuff that we use depends on stuff that comes from China just to run and operate. A lot of our tools, and just where's the ball bearings coming from and all our machinery these days, guys? And the chips may be coming from Taiwan, but they got to still get through those ports. And if what happens if Taiwan gets pummeled, then we may have a trouble with our chips. We may be in dire straits on that. So get some dip to go. You know, there is a dip switch, you know, on the computer boards. I always like to talk about dips and chips when we talked about computer boards way back when, right? Dips and chips. I don't know if they got so many dip switches on computer boards anymore. It's been a while since I've torn into one. That's something I used to do in my younger days for fun, right? You always have to set the dip switches for various configurations and things. Anyway, so I'm going to come back up and read the chat here in just a sec. So we got Granny Man in the house and quite a few people here. That's great. Flipping Nickel Productions. There are container trailer shortages. Yeah, there's shortages of everything. But factories in China are shutting down. Why? Because they don't have the energy to run them. Why? Well, you know, they don't tell you this, but it's because China embargoed the coal from Australia. And you know, they thought they were going to mine maybe coal from Inner Mongolia, but they got huge floods in Inner Mongolia. You know, it's like, you know, there's something, China's been acting the bad boy, but guess what? There's such a thing as you reap what you sow. What do we call that? Karma, kismet, karma. They're reaping what they're sowing, and so it's coming back at them. So as they get trying to be aggressive, they're not to pay for this, guys. And indeed, the rumor is there's actually been an attempt on General Secretary Xi Jinping, he was the head of China, the dictator, on his life. So there is some turmoil, but that it poses a problem because that makes him more likely to try to rally nationalism as his economy is going down, and then maybe he's saying he's at this peak. That makes it more likely that they might try to lash out at Taiwan sooner rather than later. Now, Taiwan's done an assessment, and they think China might be able to really pull it off by 2025. Couldn't do it now. And who knows, maybe they couldn't do it either way. We don't know how the Chinese soldiers aren't tested in war yet. And most of these soldiers are little emperors, or the only child of the family. And if they start losing them, a lot of these families, they're not going to be happy campers. So there's a lot to be said. Xi Jinping is trying to put the genie back in the bottle and cork it off from the economic expansion that China had. So he needs this billionaires are becoming powerful people, but he's got to be the top dog. So he's corking a lot of that stuff down. He's trying to reorient the economy to be a military economy, a war economy. That's scary, right? So he might move on us, but that also has economic consequences. I was going to talk about the economy tonight, but having these factories shut down, there's less stuff coming here too, and a lot of that stuff is actually used in our factories to make things run. So we have a whole supply chain unraveling, and they claim that if we start putting it back together now, right now it'd be 2022 before we get everything stitched back together. I hope it's just oriented towards someplace other than China. Let's say the People's Republic of China. Hey, the Republic of China is a freedom-loving country, and they're Chinese too. It's got nothing to do with Chinese. It's got to do with the government, the economic systems, more how they treat people in their country than anything. And the People's Republic of China has a horrible track record in that regard, especially with regards to the Falun Gong, the Uyghurs, the Inner Mongolians. Even the people who speak Cantonese in China are being picked on. So, we're kind of all over the map here tonight, but it is all interconnected because of all the stuff that's coming from China that supplies our economy, our industries, the things that you want to buy on a day-to-day basis. I'm hoping that India and some other countries will step up to start providing more of these services. And indeed, because there's energy shortages seemingly everywhere right now, which is kind of interesting, right? Australian coal is only in big demand. They're making good money on it. So maybe China did them a big favor in that embargo. But India's needing more coal, and Europe is looking, guys, we're sliding into a cold, dark winter here. Even here in the United States, natural gas prices have shot up. A lot of it's because OPEC is holding back. They're not pumping more. Once upon a time, a prior president called the Saudis up on the phone and says, "Hey, look, the head prince of Saudi Arabia, the king, it says, look, I need you to start producing oil. I mean, like right now. And oh, by the way, and prices dropped. And oh, by the way, the United States was essentially energy independent back, a few months ago, a year ago. What happened? Prices on oil, gasoline, like double. What happened? I mean, inflation's. So we're already seeing the effects. You increase the price of gasoline. Energy is used in everything. You increase the price of natural gas. Well, that's what people got to heat their homes this winter. How are they going to do it? That's also the main ingredient of fertilizer. So guess what? Food costs are going to go way up. They're going to go boom. They're already going up. Well, they're going to go up even more and faster, especially now that not only the fuel to run the tractors is a lot higher, but the fertilizer is much, much higher. So you just can't get out of the spiral. Food costs are going really up. That's why right now it's a great deal while they can and while the supplies last to go to creditwithgreg.com and get this deal. We can get $100 off 3 month supply, which is 6 of these buckets. Get $100 off right now. I don't know how long that deal will last because they've been paring these deals down because their costs are going up too. Right now, that comes from, go to creditwithgreg.com. That comes from My Patriot Supply, and they are one of the last companies that still has supplies available to ship it out. And they have the broadest selection of anybody in the industry. Gluten-free, vegan, high protein, meat eaters. I mean, whatever suits your dietary needs, you can find with My Patriot Supply. You can get food number 10 cans. But that stuff is 2,000 calories a day. A lot of the competitors really only offered 800 calories a day, what they say is a week or a month supply. That ain't food, dudes. This is. Just go to prepwithgreg.com and check it out. All right, that's it. It's North Shore Preparedness. Over 1 million cargo containers stuck at sea right now. Make stuff all you want, but if nothing to ship it in. Well, that's just it too. Factories are shutting down, but why? Well, they might as well. All right. Chewy weather. Learn to make jerky, so if you lose power, you won't lose your meat. There you go. Well, people down here used to salt their meat. They used to make pork all the time. Hello, my name. My name is my channel. That's right. Hey, North Shore, we went to your channel the other night. Did you get any subscribers? Let me scroll up here and see what I'm missing in the chat, because I do like to read the chat, guys. And if I wait too long, it's going to get away from me. So let's go up here. Wow, y'all been busy talking. Oh, we got $100 super chat. Holy smoking guacamole. And it is Mickey Mooney. Hello, Mickey Mooney. Thank you, sir. He is my #1 super chatter supporter. So, Mr. Mickey Mooney, what would you like to know tonight? Guys, that really helps me. It really does. Because I'm facing a lot of challenges in my day job. My YouTube income had been dropping, and this is what helps bring it back up. It really does. And Mr. Mickey Mooney has really done his share of that. I'm going to tell you what, he has really chimed in here and helped me out a lot. So thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. How do you cook worms? That's a good good question, Chewy Weather. How do you cook worms? Basically, people will put them in water and hope they excrete some of their internal stuff before they die. You leave them in the water, fill on the acid builds up on their skin and kills them from them. It's held in their carbon dioxide into the water. They don't have lungs. A worm cannot drown. In fact, worms actually breathe through their skin. But apparently they lose that ability after a point. And that's what kills the worms in water. It's not drowning. I think it's a drowning. But if they can poop most of the poop out, they take them out. Now, you probably could split them open and dissect them, but it'd be kind of hard. People basically dry them out. And quite frankly, what's in them, you dry it out and cook it, ain't gonna be nothing. But they dry them out and they grind them into a powder. And red worms, I don't know about blue worms, but red worms have a nutty flavor to them. It's got a nutty taste. Red worms are used as a nut substitute in cookies and brownies. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Just in time for the holidays. Great question. An excellent question. North Shore Purist. Yes, Greg, I've seen some growth on my channel. There you go. Good. Guys, check them out. New Days Always. We got to talk New Days Always. I'd like to get with you and do a video about helping people who have disabilities as preppers. If you have diabetes and can't get supplies, say I got this friend who just told me at the farmer's market last Saturday, he says, well, it hits a fan. He's a prepper. I mean, he's got bang bangs galore. He said, it hits a fan, I'm going to die. And he just kind of resigned to, what? Why? Well, he's a diabetic. So, there are things that we can do for these people. There's people, we need to talk about this. We need to do a show. And you're such an herbalist. I think you'd be the guy, if you're interested, I'll interview you one day soon. I got Dr. Peter Vincent Pry coming on Tuesday. I've got David Pine. I'm going to interview either Wednesday or Thursday. I've got to go back and double check it. Maybe Wednesday. I believe I asked him for Thursday. He might have asked for Wednesday back. Corn buckets here now. Yeah, it's been raining here some. It's about to rain again. This is our dry season, folks. Somebody told us, Al Gore and some of his friends, once upon a time, told us that we were going to be hot and dry right here, right now at this time frame. And guess what? We got so much rain, it's incredible. It's crazy. Flipping Nickel Productions. Good idea, Greg. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Whatever you want, Greg. Don't say that. All right. Rain showed here now. Some lightning earlier. Oh, yeah, yeah. Lots of rain. Let me scroll back up. I know I'm missing some stuff. I just saw Mickey Minnie's $100 super chat. And, you know, as I was about to fall on my chair, I had to go down and see that and see if you had any other questions or points. He's just doing a super chat to be super nice. And again, thank you so much. So let's go up and see what other folks are saying here. I don't want to miss anything here, guys. For the, like I said, those of you that are just watching for the first time, what's this all about? It's about you and me chatting, being a family, because we live in a day which a lot of families just aren't meeting anymore. They don't get together. We're having a family get together. That's what this is. It's a big family get together. And if you don't like that, go bye-bye. But if you do, hey, we got a place for you. We got a seat. Pull up your seat. We got a, you know, I wish we had a fire in the middle of this thing, right? One of these days, we're going to get together and we're going to have a rendezvous, a Green Greg's rendezvous, you know, camping out. We might do it at Wise Al's Arizona, Arkansas place. That's right in the middle of the country, and she's offered it up. So that's awesome. Yep, Ed is down in West Virginia way now on his new property. I think he's going over to Pinball's gathering tomorrow. Oh, nice. Dang, that's awesome. Dim or rep, no difference. They all need to go. That's right, Bob White. You know what a Bob White sounds like? No, wait a minute. Can't whistle. That's where you get the Bob White. Sometimes they'll do the Bob part twice. And then repeat it once and then white. That's what they used to sound when I was a kid. There's no wild Bob Whites around here anymore. There used to be lots of them, coveys of them everywhere. They're building coveys. You'd walk up on a covey of Bob Whites. What they do is they'll let you walk right up on them, then they go boom in the air, just a whole bunch of them all at once. And with a lot of racket as they shot up in the air, and it'd be like a grenade going off. But dadgum coyotes have come in and wiped them out. So they just don't live here anymore. It's sad. The only ones are in captivity. Flipping Nickel Production says they're container traders. Yeah, I read that earlier. North Shore Apprentice, sweet as I'm in Belleville. Okay. Deepwater 333. Why is the National Guard not unloading the ships? Not trained? They're not, but also union rules may prohibit other things like that. Unions are real persnickety. You got to deal with the unions, longshoremen. You got to deal with regulations of the state, the city, especially in California. It's pretty crazy all the things you got to go through. Oh, yeah, Bob White. Let's say it made the shortage by design all the way around. Could say that National Guard will be taking care. Well, it's of your loved ones. Now, you know, National Guards are mostly people just from the community. I have a hard time believing National Guardsmen are going to turn on their own communities like that. There might be some that would, but you know, I just can't see a unit doing that. They might think they're going to. They might try to get them to do it. I think they'd be hard pressed to really make that happen. But we'll see. I hope I might be wrong, but I hope I'm not. Can they charge the cars over to? Can they change the cars over to the way they were made in 1984 without chips? Well, the problem is government regulations for gas mileage requires a lot of precision in the way the fuel combustion takes place, and everything's using fuel injectors that very carefully monitor the inflow of oxygen and fuel. And it ain't like the old days where you just had a carburetor and air and you adjusted it all with screws on the carburetor, right? Remember those days? Who's on remember, you know, you got the screws on the carburetor you set for air intake and fuel. So you can adjust how fuel rich your stream going into your head was, right? Sucking into the cylinders. Watch one might deep, it might not be a joke. Well, what are y'all talking about? Deep water can't. Oh, okay, that. Greg, brother, sup, says Eric. Inflation, man. That's what's up. Kim taught us Asia leaders just like to act. Well, there's a lot of that. And there's a lot of that with any dictator. That's why I said once upon a time, we should never mess with Saddam Hussein. He was just posturing for his own country. Because if you're a dictator like that and you aren't acting the tough guy, you get knocked out. You get knocked out. Your people won't respect you. They'll take you out of power. So you got to be the bad guy. You got to be the tough guy. So that's something of it. It's part of the psychology of a dictatorship. But also sometimes with that psychology, they have to do things to maintain that you wouldn't want to see, including starting wars. Sometimes accidentally. Yikes. And we got a big dictator over in, as Neil Cole said, China. All right. It is in the People's Republic of China, not the Republic of China, which is on Taiwan. Very freedom-loving, 23 million people over there. Hey, I always say, and I'll say it again here, and some people have cracked on me for saying this, but this is my disclaimer that keeps my channel on this platform as much as anything, because this is true. There's good people in any place on earth, in all nations, tribes, cities, hamlets, on every block. You'll find good people. And we're all the same inside. Doesn't matter what race, religion, wherever you are. Down inside, we're still human beings. That doesn't mean the problem is the government's kind of twist us up against each other. But there's good people of any race, religion, creed, or color in any city and hamlet on earth. But the governments twist people against each other and cause a lot of governments and other organizations, because they get power from doing that. It's all their fault. Join with me and we'll stop them, their kind of mentality. So sad. We got to find a way to break out of that. Because really what we need is peace going forward, especially with all these nuclear weapons proliferating. Yikes. All right, Colorado Jan. Hello, Greg and everyone. Colorado Smith says, yes, they can at deep waters. But you just go out and buy an old car and fix it all the time. There you go. Old cars are cheaper than the new cars, but yeah, you got to do repair on them. But then you had to do repairs on those cars when they were new. They weren't made with reliability in mind back in the old days. Car would usually last about 100,000 miles and everything on it would fall off. But they're better now. They're built better now in general in that regard. They're made out of spit and tissue paper. You don't want to run into one of them old steel cars if you're driving a modern spit and tissue paper mobile. All right, but then again, that gives them the gas mileage they're required to have for government regulation. That's why I went down that discussion of fuel injectors. It's all part of the government regulations. All righty, welcome to the Cat All. Hit the like button and show support for the channel. Oh, thank you, North Shore. All right, so let's see here. Junkyards might be a real money maker in the near future. Yeah, it could be. Could be. Let's see. What your people are going to have to scrap because they're going to stop giving you the essential parts. Well, you know what? Look how the Cubans did with the old cars when everything was cut off of them. But older cars were easier to do that with than the modern cars today, with so much plastic in them and different pieces and parts like that, and all the little spacers they put in body parts, so much of it being computer chip control. Yes, it would be much harder to do with the cars we have today what the Cubans did with the 1950s automobiles. The 1950s automobiles were gems, man. They were beautiful cars. Oh. All right, you know what? I must be way behind the chat. Just recognize the stuff I'm reading now, stuff that was said some time ago. We really don't need to eat meat, says PCG Terry. All right. That's how do you cook worms? Already answered that. A very good evening to you, Colorado Jan, says North Shore. Cargo containers for sale here. You can buy old ones, yeah, sure. I don't know, 74 Chevrolet, 3/4 ton to rebuild the whole thing is 25G. Wow. Well, I might not just rebuild the whole I did not. I did not have sex with that woman. It was my cigar. But I get that little frog in my throat. Sound like Bill Clinton, right? But you can decide what your needs are. Yeah, you don't have to restore them entirely. I've never spent 25 G on it. I got a 76. Well, I have spent a good bit of it on it over time. I got a 76 Chevrolet 1-ton back there. Yo, let's see here. Mickey Mooney, thank you so much for the donation to the channel. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm sure. Yes, Mr. Greggs. We need some growth on my channel. Oh, I've seen some. There we go. Check out North Shore, guys. He's got a good channel. All right, John. Fine. Thank you for asking. All right. Let's see here. Do you only get 60%? 60% of what, John? Do I get 60% of what? What are you asking about there? Oh, somebody's talking about my worm recipes now because I see gross from PCG Terry. That's funny. Oops, I missed something here. Oh, yeah, sometimes this thing scrolls too much and I'm trying to scroll through and it over scrolls. All right, there we are. I put my leftover fishing worms in my garden. Okay, that's good deep water. They'll do good for your garden. Just one of my, okay, here Mickey Minnie says, just wanted to show my support and respect. Thank you, sir. You know how to do that. Definitely show support and respect, and I appreciate and respect that. Thank you, sir. Chew Weather, I thought maybe you made hamburger out of them. Well, a lot of people used to think that what was it? Wendy's did that. There used to be all kind of rumors about Wendy's putting worms in their hamburgers. The problem is worms, pound for pound, are far more expensive than beef. So you're not going to save money by using worms for hamburgers. Greg eats worms? No, I never ate one. But one of the guys who comes in here a lot, and occasionally, Grant McIntosh, he and the Crazy Worm Lady did a live show together, and they both probably ate 3 or 4 live worms, and they did it to just try to get more likes. I told about that if they got enough likes, they'd eat a worm. You know, I wonder if that would get me up to 100 likes tonight. Yeah, I'm not that bold in that area. I love worms. I definitely get out there with my bare hands, but I'm not into eating them. North Shore, Greg grows worms, sells worm castings, worm tea for your garden. Bingo, that's exactly right. I'd rather eat nutritious weeds in my yard. Just any of that, and I talk about that in a lot of my videos. So I do cover that. New Days, whatever you want, Greg. Okay, it's everybody likes this idea of the natural remedies. Yeah, we can cover that, but I think specifically we need to be talking about the preppers who are diabetic, or just people in general that are diabetic. How can they take care of themselves? What can they do? How do you get your blood cholesterol down? Maybe there's some key things that we need to start talking about. I think I'd make a nice topic for a channel. Chet Skillen says, nice beard. Well, thank you, Chet. We are averaging 10 below normal here in Northern Oregon. Oh, you can't be. That's not possible. We got global worming going on, right? Just teasing. Oh. And north 60 degrees in North Ontario. Okay, that's not too bad for being in the northern part of Ontario, because that's way up north. All right, let's see. And Terry says, I'm in short, still haven't even thought about breaking in the wool. They're pushing global warming. So where are you at, Terry? PCG Terry. Stacy Sill Music and Green Thumb Thing. So we'll talk about Stacy Sill. I am late. Hello, family. Exactly. See, that's the right attitude. We are family here. All righty. Chet Skillen. Let's see here. Trying not to read where everybody's talking to each other. I want to go crystal hunting in Arkansas. Yeah, you hear about the one that got the 4-carat diamond. Now, there's a park out there. If you find anything, it's yours. I just dropped my cup of coffee. Once it's time to switch to my tea. Oh, why is Alice in the house? Oh, very good. Hey, good. Friday night. Did I hear my name mentioned? Yeah, if it wasn't in vain. We're just talking about doing a rendezvous, and mentioned you had offered your place at one time for that. You know, maybe you had a change of heart. But yeah, it would be great to do a rendezvous one day, guys. So we all get around a big campfire at night, and see who's got some musical talents. Have a lot of talks during the daytime. Maybe we could set up classes on things. I don't know what we can do. Have talks, maybe, you know, be like a conference, but be outdoors, no hotel. Bob White says, we are at war. Hopefully we'll not go hot. Yeah, we're really in a Cold War, but it's a very contested Cold War. There's a lot of economic things going on in it. A lot of intellectual property being stolen, and our grid is extremely vulnerable. We'll figure that. We'll be talking more about that real soon. Well, I should have did more coffee. I have to go back upstairs and get something. Either that, or we're gonna have to end the video early tonight, guys, because I got to get up early tomorrow and go to the farmers market, and I got to get ready. And I still got to get my garlic ready for it. Where Shower says, I remember those days. Those were the days, right? Wise out. What? All right, Deepwater, be nice. Oh, you were telling somebody it was a Bigfoot. Well, you said she was a Bigfoot. I misread that. Well, I just heard a pack of coyotes in the woods surrounded. Sounded like a scary screaming for about 5 minutes. Guess they had a kill. There's a real strange sounding, really primitive bird I hear sometimes out here in my woods. Heard it late evening or night. All right. My Brandon in here. Still thinking how I can work in with you on your Arizona plan. So stressed at this time, working too hard. Okay, Kenny, are you in Arizona? I don't remember where everybody's from. So you might have to email me. I see you ate. Welcome. Well, I wasn't eating worms. Wise Al, maybe coyote are so creepy sounding. It might have been. Well, Greg, I've been mandated 8th of the yep, same here. Yep, 8th of December. I got the same. Let's see if I can get some kind of exemption. You know, I got medical issues. And there's faith, matter of faith. I got lots of problems with on the prospects of faith. So I gotta watch what we say here though. This channel will knock me out. Peace isn't working, Greg. Well, the thing about peace, the way you get peace, it's not, hang on guys. I'm gonna share with you guys a picture. This is not how you attain peace. All right, hang on, I gotta go back to my Zoom link. Yeah, whoa, that's not it. Bing, bing, bing. Share. Oh, I don't have it open. Close, start over. I got it in my file. I want to share. Flash, Jordan, save everyone. Bum, 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 bum. You don't have peace by looking weak. This is not the path to peace. If you look like that, everybody is going to pick on you. Big time. The path to peace is being the strongest, baddest bear on the block. And nobody's going to mess with you. And at one time we were that way. But no longer that can I say. Does this merit a big look? Yeah, oh my gosh. Hey, whoa. We'll be right there. Stop sharing. Guys, peace through strength. You gotta be stronger than your enemies. You got to make it not worth it to them to hit you, or else they might hit you and take what they want. And it's true this day. Even here we are, the 21st century, and we got governments acting like 3-year-old brats. So it seems it's just as true today as it ever was. Peace through strength. I wish we didn't have to have a military at all, to be honest. Maybe one day we'll come to that. But right now we are still in a very primitive state in that regards. I'll find myself back in our chat room. Well, I 71 in the room. That's good. Only 61 thumbs up. Let's get some more of them. Terry says, absolutely, that is exactly the lesson for us all the time. We are all the same. We are. We all look the same inside. We all do this for yes, this for no. We all cry. We all laugh. We all smile. And it means the same thing, no matter what part of the world you're from. And in every language around the world, there is one common word. Just one. Mama. Mama. Not magma. Mama. Mama. I guess that's the most fundamental word of the human language, apparently. Especially starting with a little bitty infant, right? Mama. My mama said, to get things done, you better not mess with my age of Tom. My mama said, to get things done, you better not mess with my age of Tom. All right. I guess my spelling must be low. I can't spell and type, but what my brain says. Deep water. California outlawed all small engines. Yeah, it sure did. It just blew me a short snippet. Any supporting info your way? Yeah, I saw a news article said they banned gasoline engines like the lawnmowers, weed eaters, and all that kind of stuff. So I moved to California. Not. All right, can you crowders give them the thumbs up? Can you please love your way? Yeah, there you go. North Shore, my pops does frame off restos on 68 and 90 mile. Okay, restores. Got it. The old cars. All right, still Roz. I'm the extra key biting non-spelling club. Wait a minute. Whoa. All right, Arnold says, safe folks, a carb kit costs 30 to 40 bucks. New floats, 10 bucks. So 50 bucks filter, $5, 5 hours of labor, and you're good to go in the fuel department. There you go. That's for a Rockchester QJet. There you go. Rochester, New York, huh? Yeah, we used to like Holly carburetors down here. Let's see, Michigan, or modified 92 Chevy 1500 4+4 modified cooling systems and double stack leaf springs. Oh, okay, good. Add some strength. Ultimate Corgi. Ultimate Corgi. I don't know if it's even worth reporting, but shelves here in Minnesota are mostly bare. 40% stocked at best. Yeah, I did a video about that a month ago, where I went to a Dollar General and also a local grocery store, best grocery stores here, Publix, and showed the bareness in the stores. And I did a video walking through there, and I got into telling you why it was going on. Our good friend Premball Preparedness just did a video on that a few days ago. Mine got like 2,000 views. It's got, last time I checked, a couple days ago, 143,000 views just overnight. Okay, all he did was talk about, well, this bare shelf. Well, his title is probably what got the views. And he's insinuating that they lied about it. So you insinuate someone's telling a lie, then it's clickbait. You get a lot of views. Although he was talking about the storekeeper thing, not central authorities, like a lot of people interested in. So I'm looking at my tabs on this thing. I'm going to go over Galactic Graves in a minute. So why is it that he got so many views? Oh my gosh. So maybe I need to do more clickbait. It's kind of hard for me to swallow though. Spam is $4.59 up here. Wow. That's the little cans. Alchemy Sam says, I'm so glad I paid attention to the things my grandma and grandpa who survived the Great Depression taught me. There you go. Soap making, cleaning animals. I'm relieved that they don't have to live through this. Well, take that knowledge you've got, make sure you pass it down because it may be needed. Terry, I'm in Ohio, Greg. Okay. Just north of me. In Ohio. Ohio. You have to make it down. Ohio. We go. Ohio. That'd be a good song. Since we going to Ohio. Oh, we go. Ohio. I entertain myself the strangest ways, guys. I'm sure you're going, guys, what's wrong with this guy? That's his mind. I'd have a little fun. All right. At war with the CCP, not the people. That's right. We got it. I like side by side round lights on an old GMC truck. There you go. Perhaps you could learn how to blow that didgeridoo by then. Woo! That's going to come down here and show me how to blow it. Ultimate Corgi, you know what scares me more than food shortages? It's winter's on the way. Yeah, I think I mentioned that a little bit earlier in the video here. Yeah, you need to expect a long, cold, dark winter. Somebody who's now President of the United States warned us about a long, dark winter. And it looks like did he help make the prophecy come true? I don't know. What do you think? Wise Owl, New Days. I have crystals from Hot Springs area. Wow, nice. What all do you find there at Hot Springs? I gotta go there one day. Check it out. Tim Casper, much love, Greg. We are here. Thank you, sir. Going to film the farmers market? Yes, I do plan to. I got to get myself to bed here in a little bit. It's already almost midnight, and I got to get up early. Be early. I love Hot Springs, about 2 hours from me. Okay. I love the one I have. I use it for scrying. Okay. Good question, Deepwater. How do I sleep after drinking coffee and tea? I live in a state of sleep deprivation. If I lay down, I'm gone. It's that simple. I need an atomic bomb to wake me up in the morning. That's how I roll. If I lay down, even accidentally, I'm out, guys. Boom. Greg, I'm in Utah. Okay, Kenny. Religion and health. Brian Emus, just wondering, Greg, how many miles do you have on your 76 one ton? Do you have the original powertrain on? Yeah, it's got the original powertrain. I think when I got it, it was like 36,000 miles, and now it's maybe 40 something. You don't put the mileage on the truck as much when it's only get 6 miles a gallon. All right, holy smokes, don't quit. Make them fire you. Oh, I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting. No, sir, I'm not quitting. I'm going to try to get an exemption if I can. Any way I can. All right. Let's see. I've been dehydrating the heck out of cherry tomatoes. Ooh. I love take tomatoes and slice them thin and put them in a dehydrator. And then you get these little tomato chips. Oh, those are great. They're crunchy and they're fun to chew on. They got powerful taste. It somehow magnifies the flavor. But you don't want to eat a whole ton of those and then drink water, because they do rehydrate you, and it'll be rough on your tummy. Rough on the tummy. Michigander, okay. Something from Joe Biden. Well, they're shouting in all the football stadiums all over the place. I love mushrooms. Wish I knew more about them. I'll be doing more on that. I got 65 bags of mushrooms on my porch right now. I'm trying to build a building to grow them in. So, and I should have cut them up maybe 3 weeks ago, let them fruit out, and I hadn't done it. I may have gone too long. I'm gonna cut some of them. I'll put some on the front porch, but I don't want to cut them all open, because I got some really good stock to start some more good crops with. Good morning from England, says Arnie Petrie. Okay. All right. Buzz, if you looking like that, forget it. Forget what? What's looking like what? Kenny. Mushrooms for dummies. Yeah, I'll be covering worms, mushrooms, and microgreens. Mushrooms on my steak. Well, the lion's mane mushroom, lion's mane, tastes like beef, tastes like steak. There's another mushroom that tastes like chicken. It's really called chicken in the woods. Seriously. It's kind of orange, bright yellow mushroom. They call it chicken in the woods. Mama said, knock you out. My mama said, to get things done, you better not hang with Greg Allison, but they'll keep you up all night and never you sleep. Mushroom, sweet potato tacos. I would have never thought about that. Mushroom, sweet potato tacos. Well, that sounds very, very interesting. I can't even imagine. Okay, I have to try one of them one day, huh? All right. Whoops, I skipped way down. What happened? Oh man, I hate to skip so much at once. Well, it made it like I was almost near the bottom, but I was nowhere near the bottom. So I scrolled just a little bit, went way, way down. Cha-cha, PGC, sounds good. All righty. Oh, Michael Professor, thanks. Oh my God, California, God help them. Oh, something else I need to get somebody to talk about soon. I got to do, I'm going to try to do another interview with another guy who's talking about, he wrote a book 10 years ago, talking about the threat of these secondary switching units causing sparks on the power grid. It could be causing forest fires. Hang on, guys. I looked that up earlier. Let's see if I can find it. Hang on, guys. I got to put my head on for where I put that. I got to get a little bookmark to find it, I guess. Yeah. Smart distribution reclosers. Yeah, these reclosers. These things could be causing the forest fires out in California. And the fact of the matter is they are, anybody can control them. I mean, essentially you take them over with Bluetooth. A lot of them, especially the older ones. All right, let me get back to find my channel here and see what the chat's saying. I'll show that to you guys in a little bit. We haven't gone through the various weather things. We may not make it tonight, guys. It's getting dangerously close to midnight. I hadn't even got through all the comments here. 20 property, 12 evening, no spaces when they find it. 2 subscribers. That's right, beverages. Let's see. Hello, Phil. People are starting to wake up. Yeah, that's our hope, guys. People are starting to wake up. We do have hope, guys. North Shore Monastery, Mr. Greg's channel draws the finest people. There you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. We try to be good people here. 20 property. Greg, great. AZ or Tennessee. I have property I have 40 acres in Arizona. I lived a state mile south of Tennessee, though. And one time I was gardening on a plot in Tennessee. I had a garden right here and another garden up in Tennessee. I was going back and forth. And it was a lot of work going back and forth. I had a nice garden plot up there, though. It was pretty nice. That's, if you see the pictures of me with that forest over my head in the pictures, that's okra growing in Tennessee. It's the same brand of okra or the same breed I'm trying to regrow out here. I started too late. And I might get a pod out of it. Monashi is prepping, says, Green Gregs, how are you? Well, I'm doing, reasonably well. I'm kind of tired. And I got to get in bed in a little bit because I get early for the farmer's market. So everybody over to join me in the farmer's market video tomorrow, guys. We're going to do something. We're going to share some things here in a minute. Hang on, I'll do something else. Yikes. Ding, 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 ding. Hang on, guys. I'm pulling something up. We're going to share a few sites briefly, at least. Wow. Bing. All right, that's some stuff I'll show you all a little bit. Back in the discussion room here. Woodhalls a day, Scott. Honestly, talking to each other. Good. Oh, gosh, Flat Rock. Got a place right here called Flat Rock. AC says Green Greg's at Viva Frey channel has good legal info about religious exemptions. Ah, okay. Viva Frey. Oh, maybe I can type that in. Put that channel up. See if I can find it. As we can't directly talk about that topic, it must be an indirect discussion. Viva Frey. Found it. Oh, I'm going to go into it and actually subscribe to it. I'm going to go in and check it out. Oh, big Family Guy. Okay. Come back in here. I store roasted cherry tomatoes in olive oil. Ooh, sounds good. Shooting at a Bama high school football game. Oh no, that's sad. That's sad. Bama high school football game. Oh, that's sad. New Day says I dehydrate both green and red tomatoes. Oh, make some powder. Yeah, she does some interesting stuff. So I want to interview her about disabilities or preference, what to do. That ought to be a good video. Northern Girl Hobby says, I'm tired of hopping out saying, me too. Me too. We're going to be going here soon. It's 10 p.m. here in BC. Yeah, it's almost midnight here in Alabama. And I got to get up early in the morning. Happy Friday at Green Greg's family. Well, thank you there, Michelle. Appreciate that. Dang, I'm wide awake since deep water. Guarantee you, I won't be awake long once I lay flat. I can't wait to live stream chat. So excited. All right, hey, I made it down to the bottom finally. Arnold Smith says, Green Greg's, with all the Blue Bottle Bunny band be providing music tomorrow. No, they're not going to be here tomorrow. Mary Ann going to be your helper again. Well, Leanne, yeah, she's there. Leanne's part of the microgreens operation. 1.34, I wish, that's almost pi, right? All right, so 3.145, much more numbers. All right, she's got a jalapeno on her place. Hey, April, thank you for the super chat, April. Appreciate that. $4. Hey, every little bit helps. I guarantee you. I'm moving across country to Orlando. Do you have any advice? You don't want to be there if you have a tsunami. That's my advice. And I wouldn't live in a city. Get out of the city by any means if you can. Yeah, I like that one. Greg would be a good one. Hey, I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's go into share. I'm going to show you a few things real fast, and we're going to have to get out of here. I'm fried. It's one of our Fridays. By Friday, I literally am fried. Love your stuff, Greg. Says Drew. Okay, thank you. North Shore, I'm going to pop out, folks. Glad you're here. Everybody check out his channel. I'm going to show a few pages, guys. Here's some stuff real fast. Things I want to check out. I got to find my share button. Screen share. Ding, ding, ding. All right, that's us. Channel dashboard. This one. All right, here's Galactic Greg's, guys. The video I posted on this channel also posted on Galactic Greg's. So this was a kind of a joint space prepper type topic. So I put it on both channels. Let's see how many views it's up to now. I posted much earlier on Green Greg's, and Green Greg's got 52,000 subs. This channel's got less than 3. And we got already done better on views here, probably proportionally than Green Greg's. So check this channel out. If you want to watch this video, go over here and watch it. But do check out and please subscribe to my Galactic Greg's channel. And there's also my daughter here. My oldest daughter's got a YouTube channel, Jessica Botterford. Check that out. And screen's fighting me here. Oh shoot. Every time I try to click the tab, the Zoom tab comes down. I gotta actually put this stuff down to get it. All right. Back over to here, chat room. That's in the chat thing. That's Jessica's channel. Check out Jessica, my daughter's channel. Here's my Galactic Greg's channel. I'll get back up here. All right, very good. Thank you there, Any Days Always. Putting the channel links in here too. Very good, thank you. And space weather, we'll do a real quick drill on this tonight. Look, biggest sunspots are moving out of the way. Some amateur astronomers caught this comet outgassing, popping off like a volcano. They call it cryovolcanism, like cryomagma, which means it's extremely cold, but it's acting like magma at the relative temperatures. Guys, look at all the stuff that was near misses here in the past. Like I've always said, we always discover these things after they zoom by us. Here are several that's inside the distance of the moon. A 0.4 of the lunar distance for this guy. This one was 1/10 of the distance between the Earth and the Moon. This is about the orbit of our geosynchronous satellites, guys. That's how close this is coming. This one's coming fast at 13.5 kilometers per second. But it was only 4 meters in size. So interesting. So we had 3 in one day that came that close. That day had a lot of passes, but most of them were way out there. So that's interesting. Very, very interesting. Here was another that came 0.1 lunar distance. It was 5 meters. Guys, this is kind of interesting. Now, this one's looking ahead. This one hadn't passed us yet. It's going to pass us in a couple of days at 0.7 lunar distance. This asteroid right here. Shouldn't hit us because it's still a good distance away. So I won't be worried about that. So this is an interesting chart, guys. Shows that we're still finding things after they pass by us. Windy. It is windy. Let's do this. We're just getting a lot of rain here, so let's go for rain. Oh, sure go like Curry. Lordy, lordy. Excuse me, guys. Rain accumulation. Let's look over the 10-day period and see what we got. A lot of rain out at sea. That's interesting. All right. Let's put another tab here. There we are. Halo. Here's that device I was talking about. I need to get the guy on to talk about how this could be precipitating a lot of the fires that we're seeing out west. Daughter's channel. And one of my guys should check this guy out. Definitely check this one out here. All right. Can't we kind of zoom through all these channels here tonight? Stop share. Hello. I'm gonna go back to the chat room real quick. We're about to call it night, guys. I'm fried. I am seriously fried, guys. So it's fried Friday. But the thing that's fried is me. Woo-wee. What's fried is me. Woo-wee. All right. I don't know, 147 liters in Canada for gas. Oh, 147 per liter. You gotta be kidding me. Wow. Drew Boss says, I'm an apocalypto optimist. Apocalypto optimist. Okay, apocalypto optimist. That's a tungler. Apocalyptic optimist. Apocalyptic optimist. It's late. My brain's starting to get, my circuits are starting to sizzle, guys. Yeah. Hello, you might have to check out before I ditch Facebook. Oh, anyone else from Arizona, says Jack Gear? Well, I will be. Yeah, it's a great term there, Drew. Yeah, see, I'm sleepy, guys. I got to go. Wonder how I can stay awake and drink this stuff. It's a fight to stay awake. That's how. It's going to be easy for me to go to sleep. There'll be no trouble. No trouble. Oh, Hillbilly's in the house. Hello, Hillbilly. Good to see you. Colorado Jen. I'm fried too. That's one we're fried Fridays, green Greg's and ham. French fried Friday. You got that right. Oh, I feel like a French fry, all fried up. Man, I got to hit the hay. All right. Jack, paint my boat tonight. All right. Had to replace the entire transformer. Oh, I may have to do mine too. It's been setting up doors for a long time. Yeah. Go south. You're right about that. All right, not Greg. Till next time. Well, thank you, Wise. Al. Good to see you in the house. So let's call it a night. I'm busted. I'm tired. I'm fried. And I got to get in bed. It's already after midnight here. And I got to get up early. So, hey, I want to thank everyone for watching. I want to thank you, super chatters. Mickey Minnie, wow. That's amazing. $100. We've had some great super chats. April Parham, $4. Thank you for that. I'll thank you, mods, for being here and taking care of things. I think everybody's been good here tonight. I don't think anybody's had a problem. So thank all you in here chatting tonight. Thank everybody for watching. We're going to have to hit the hay here from the head of Valhalla. Muzzle season tomorrow. Oh, muzzle season. All right, so I'll go back to my Zoom page. I'll terminate this video. Ding, 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 ding. There we go. So, guys, thank you one and all for watching, for being here, for giving me the thumbs up, just for being family, for sharing your time, for chatting with each other and with me. So I really appreciate it. Y'all cheer me up. But tonight I am truly fried. So I got to hit the hay. So with that said, good night. God bless. And